Man, trying to get it so I can watch this on one phone. Let's see. I'm going to be painting this awesome little mermaid, finishing it up. You can see I got it started there. And let's see. I had this all set up so I could see comments and stuff. And I don't remember how I just did it. Okay. One more color to go here. Hopefully. Figure this out so I can see comments. How did I do it last time? Hello, getting ready to paint this pretty mermaid here. And it's gonna be awesome. When we get done, I got it started. Just choosing some more colors for my palette. This one is a raw umber. Put a little bit of that over here. What I'm using for my palette is a piece of cheap glass with a taped to a cardboard paper. And some phthalo green, which is my favorite. I use tons of phthalo green. And also phthalo blue. But I was having trouble getting that open. So anyway, how y'all doing today? I see I have 2 watchers. Hey Nathaniel, hey, how's it going? Yeah, are you a mermaid lover or liker? Somehow, trying to use, excuse me, I'm all choked up. I am trying to use my Google account where I'm not actually logged in so I can see comments. Yeah, mermaids are cool. Sweet. So are you. Thanks, Nathaniel. Do you like to be called Nathaniel or Nate? Does it matter? Oh, here it is. Switch account to here. Alright, I think I figured it out. And then I can get this painting going. Rachel Hogan. This is Rachel Hogan's art. I figured it out. Hallelujah. I'm just going to turn that down. Most people call you Nate, Nathaniel, or even Nathan IDM. Cool. I don't know what IDM is. Forgive me. Okay. Can you see this all right? Right now I'm trying to get the lid off of this. Where am I? Here I am. I'm trying to get the lid off of this. Oh gosh. Without breaking it, because it's got one of my favorite colors, phthalo blue. Oh, come on, open. This is why you should always clean off the rim of your paint cap before you put it on. And obviously I haven't used this for a little while. Let's get this on here. Oh, I don't mind. Oh, thanks, Nate. Yeah, I'm just getting to, I forget a lot of them. Obviously I'm not 12 or 15 or 30. I'm a teeny bit older than 30, so I don't always get all the little extra lettering. Okay, Bald Queen, dude, I saw on the other live. Yeah, I was having issues with that, so. Oh, I can't get this lid off. It's gonna drive me nuts. It's just a little bit stronger. Grr. Okay, you know what? We just won't use phthalo blue. It's grounded. And I've got my piece of, ew, I'm already getting a mess and I haven't even started. I wiped some black off of my palette earlier, and I guess it's still wet. Fun, fun. Okay, let's get into this. And it looks like it's sideways. So first I'm gonna just pick a brush here. I've got a few brushes I can choose from to start with. And I think I'll use this little guy here. Oh, you came from Jang. Hey, Nate, that's so cool. Thank you. Yeah, isn't he awesome? He's such a great entertainer and player. I just really appreciate how great he is. He's just really a good person. He cares about people, says what he thinks, and he can be a bit brash, but I think that's what makes him so interesting. Plus, he's my handsome son. He is funny. Bald Queen, hello. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay. So that doesn't want to go down. Alright, so I'm kind of new to live streaming. And one thing I'm going to do is take a little bit of this white. I ran out of white. And usually my tubes of color are like this size or this size. But since I use white so much, I got this humongous tube of white. It's just like, come on, man. I'm not running out of white again. Oh, yeah, his stash is hilarious. I mean, he's got one of the best mustaches of all time, I think, that I've ever seen. Yeah, so Nate, do you play, what games do you like to play the best? See, I already got that color. Close that one up. I'm making such a mess with this guy. Okay. So a little bit of white I'm going to take, and white just brightens up like the color. It just makes it so much more beautiful. So I always put a little bit of white by all my, oh, it's really close to that, by all my paints. And try to make sure that, okay, here we go. It's a little too close here. Move some of this white down here. We've got such a nice big pile of it. It's a new tube of paint, so you're supposed to like mush it a little bit, not too much, just to keep the color nice and smooth, buttery, not too oily. Yeah, there we go. A little bit of scraping. That may or may not be a good idea to do. You play Apex also? Oh, nice. What level are you? Okay, so this is going to be a messy, just a messy paint. That's cool though. I like it. Let's get to business here. And I've got a lot of white here on my brush. So first I'm just going to take, you can see this phthalo green color when I add the white to it, how it changes. Like this is a very light phthalo green, and I don't know how you can see, it's very dark over here. Here's like a medium. That's gonna be good. We'll keep this to be our phthalo green brush for now. And let's see, here's another brush. It's nice. I think I'm gonna start with putting a little bit of yellow. Now let's see, what should I start with? The sun, sky, water, sand. It's hard for me to decide sometimes. And just get a little bit of this, more of this white here, over to this yellow. Yellow is one of the most used colors ever. It's in everything. Oops, come back. Okay, I lost you. Yeah, yeah, I think Apex is a tough game. It's very colorful and pretty. I really like it. Okay, this will be my yellow brush. Tip there. I think yellow should be done last because it's a brighter color. So 715. Nice. Now this one turns sideways. I'm having a great time with my phone here. Yeah, I don't have a great computer setup like Tony or anybody, so I'm just trying to, I've got like 2 phones, a computer, iPad going. And here's a nice thinner, I think this will be a nice thinner brush. We can give her a pretty little face. We'll take a little bit of yellow, a little teeny bit of red, and squeeze some white in there. it's a little bit of a peachy color. Maybe a teeny bit of blue. Oh, I forgot that's purple. I forgot blue. That is great. Okay, I will get paint on here. Just give me a second. It's good to do something every day that you like doing. Oh, here's a blue color. This is nice. This is called Sky Blue, and it's Master's Touch. Yeah, yellow is very diverse. It's kind of in a base of like all hair color. I used to be a hairstylist for like 20 years. And it's a really good, like, whenever someone colors their hair, and you lighten it, and then all of a sudden it seems to go up to this like bright yellow stage, and people can't get past the yellow. And that's because it's a base color in your, that was a lot of blue. One more red. A bit more red. I actually have the color I want, but I'm not seeing it in my little bucket right off the bat, so I'm trying to make up my own little skin color here. Alright. A little bit more of this. So you up to anything new, Nate? Anything fun you're doing on the side? Yeah, that's frustrating. Okay, do another color. I put a lot of medium here. I use some of this linseed oil. It's boiled. It's not the best, but it's doable, and I need to use it up. What that does, it just makes your paint spread around better. And we like that. A little more yellow, teeny bit of orange, and white. Lots of white. Just, oh Nate, you're just chilling? Cool, that's cool. I like chilling, that's good to do. There's so much stress in the world these days. Oh, the new season of Apex is tomorrow? Oh, cool. That's very exciting. Very exciting. Okay, a little bit more white here. We're getting this. It kind of looks like a nice skin color. I'm going to just go with that. Let's do a teeny bit here. Finally getting to the painting. Let's see if I can get this a little closer. See if that works. Yeah, I was going to mix all my colors before I started painting, but I thought, well, if I do that, it's going to be forever, and then I won't actually start painting, and then I'll get frustrated. I find painting very therapeutic. Quite a little bit of paint there. It's funny how a little bit of paint can really go a long way. So I'm putting like a base color down. Trying to keep my paint pretty thin. I'm gonna use a little bit more white just to lighten that up around her neck, just a teens, and her forehead. I have to think of a name for this one. A lot of people are afraid to just do faces because they're hard to do. But I've always loved people painting people's faces and eyes. Eyes just, it's like, you know, the windows to the soul. They're interesting. You can look at an eye and think about so many different things. Let's see here. My little mermaid cup. I like to drink out of that because it's cool. Very mermaidy person here. Also, I'm into scuba diving. All right. So new season of Apex. It's gonna be awesome. And so what is level what did you say you were, Nate? 715? 715? What does that mean? Obviously, I really don't play the video games, but I like watching Tony play. Mr. Jang is an awesome, awesome guy. He is so cool. Okay, whoops. Trying to make a little stand for my brushes so they don't touch the bottom. Cool, I think I got it. All right, there's my yellow. What's this one? I haven't used this one yet. My teal, yellow, skin tone. All right. I just basically, yeah, scuba diving's great. I mean, like, one of the first times I went out, it kind of freaked me out because, like, the water was really rushing fast, like the tide, and so there was a strong undercurrent, kind of, so we had to, the visibility was really low, and we're all hanging on to this, there was like 5 of us. We couldn't see more than like maybe 5 feet in the water, but our instructor guy wanted to find shark's teeth in Venice, Florida. So we stayed together, but we had to hold on to this rope so no one would get lost. And oh, that's a pretty color. And I'll tell you what, it's okay to be chicken about scuba diving because it's something I've always wanted to do, and I think a lot of people have wanted to do that kind of thing. However, there were jellyfish around. I didn't know that, and all of a sudden I felt my hand, like I didn't see, I saw a jellyfish earlier, but I didn't see it like right next to me at that moment. So all of a sudden it felt like there was like 100 bees and a couple hammers hitting my hand all at the same time. Oh, it stung, it hurt, I was freaking out. And I don't know if you can see it, but right there, put this light down on it, right here is a scar because it stung me. My hand swelled up and I couldn't use it for a long time. And yeah, so that scar, it's kind of a memory to me that to be careful in the water, very careful. And so I'm like tugging on this rope trying to get the instructor guy to like, hey, get up to the top. You have to point. You can't really talk down there. So I'm pointing. I'm like, come on up to the surface. And so we went up to the top. And I'm like, I got stung by jellyfish. And he's like, oh yeah, there's a lot of jellyfish around. He wasn't even concerned. Like, what do you do? Should you pee on it? Can you pee on my hand? He just started laughing at me. Apparently peeing on one's hand is, I mean, the point of the peeing is that warm water will help take the sting away. And so peeing is warm, I guess, so I think that's why people think that that's a good idea. Okay, let's just kind of smooth this out. This is like a kind of a watery color got going down here. So we ended up, he's like, well, if we leave the dive now, everybody has to leave the dive. And so I felt guilty, and I'm like, okay, I'll keep going, even though my hand hurts. But he said it wouldn't do anything. It's just pain. It's not like, you know, like death or anything. I'm like, okay. Not poisonous. So we stayed down there for a while, and then we finally went up because we really couldn't see. The shoreline was getting further away, and we all got up to the top, and he had been stung in the forehead, which made me laugh because if his face swelled up, I thought that would be funny because he didn't care about my hand. Silly, but I don't know, I wasn't really pleased about that. So we all went and rinsed off at the shower by the beach, and since I didn't know much about jellyfish, I didn't know it was infected until, it's kind of a skinny brush. I didn't know it was really infected until, you know, looking at it, I'm like, this doesn't look right. I can't use my hand. The swelling's getting bigger. And that was fun. I finally got some antibiotic on it, or you know, I got something on it to clean it up. And my hand's fine now, but it made me just realize there's a lot of stuff in the water that can be really scary. There are sharks, there's sea urchins that are poisonous. Things, if you touch them, like when you're scuba diving, you have to just float at a certain, you know, right above the water there. You don't want to touch anything because it could be poisonous, stingy, or you might think it's one thing but really it's another. So that can be a problem. Alright, I'm going to get a little bit of this blue here. A teeny bit of this green. And a little bit more white. Yeah, so anyway, it was kind of scary. I wasn't sure I wanted to go back scuba diving again for a while. A little bit more blue. But I'm making a color to the water. So they often stay up to like 12 just watching him. Oh, that's really cool. You're a cool guy. But he appreciates that. I know I do. I always try to support my son. He's got big dreams, and he's a great entertainer. He's probably, is he streaming now? I didn't even check. I should have, maybe. Okay, so here goes some blue. I'm spending a lot of time mixing. Normally I would do that all first, but in this case, I just wanted to start painting. There's a lot of ways like this. You can put a piece of tape here to make a straight line, but I don't know where my tape is, but I have a ruler that I've obviously, you can see, I used before, and this is going to be my straight line for my water. So it's going to be a little darker back here. So am I holding this right? I think that I think Jang just likes to entertain. He plays with a lot of people. Like, I can't hear anybody when he's playing. I just hear like him talking. But I know he's got a lot of teams and people who play with him that are really good, including yourself. Oh, that's pretty. Kind of filling all this in. I'm gonna try to not make this too long a video. Sometimes I focus too much on the details, and that just takes away from the time and the overall doneness of the painting. And I just realized I put my ruler on her face, which I just painted, so I might have mushed that a little, but that's okay, because with oil paints you can pretty much fix anything because it doesn't dry that fast. I'm going to use my teal down here for the water, because as it gets closer to the beach, it's more of a teal color. I'll just paint her tail again. So Nate, what time is it where you are? He's in a game. You're Bolton? Okay, cool. Well, I appreciate you watching me and saying hi, and hopefully we'll see you again soon. You're pretty cool. I appreciate you. So you enjoy the rest of your day, and I will too. Definitely not as fun as him. I'm not as entertaining, but that's all right. So there you can see a nice, much straighter water line. Oh, it's 1 a.m. in the morning? Holy shit. Yeah, what time is it here? I think it's only like 7:46 at night. So if it's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you're like 6 hours behind us, I guess. Or ahead of us, either way. Where do you live? Wipe my brush off. Let's get more white. Lots of white. Sometimes the water's so clear by the sand. And being that I live in Florida, Sometimes the water is very teal and bright, and you can see right through it. On good days, cloudy days, it's a little more blue. Okay. I think you need another paper towel. I use a lot of them. Right now, I think it's manatee season. Manatees are it's manatee mating season, and they're all up by the beach, and that's where they mate. And like, I didn't know this about manatees, but when they mate, there's like a whole big group of them, and it's not you know, like a bunch of males and females. It's one female, and females are like twice as large as the males, and a bunch of male manatees. And it's kind of like, which I didn't know this, but I thought it was disgusting. They all take turns mating with her, I'm gonna call it, and then when they're done, the female goes off and you know, has her baby. I don't know how long it takes them. It's also turtle season, and turtles have been laying eggs and they've been hatching. It's very, very exciting. I've only seen turtles hatch one time. I got really lucky. I've been down here like, I think I was here for like 8 years before I finally saw a turtle mating. I got a lot of shadow here, don't I? There we go. Alright. So I don't think I messed up her face too much. Just a little bit. It's okay though. Yeah, so I thought manatees were pretty disgusting after I learned that, but that's just the way nature is. So Nate, you stay up until like 4 now and then wake up at 1. So 8 hours. That's awesome. Everyone should get 8 hours of sleep. I think that's very important. I don't know. Can you see? Move this over just a bit. Yeah, lately I haven't even been getting barely 6 or 7 hours maybe. I don't know why. I just haven't been able to sleep very well. Yeah, when you go over to see Jang, let him know I'm streaming. He's gonna like be like, what? I'll be excited because he's always encouraging his mom to do live streaming, and this is only the second one I've done. For me, it's scary, but it's good practice to get over my fears and that kind of thing. There's a lot of paint on there. I'm just going to try to smooth that off a little bit. Cool. Okay. Well, thank you. Oh, hey, Kelsey. Good to see you. Oh, it's so nice to see that you're saying hi. I watch your videos a lot, all the time, and Tony's, of course. You guys are awesome. Let's get this mermaid finished. Let's get her done. And put some dark teal. I don't know, can you see me mixing? I don't know. Maybe you can. But this is the shadowy part of her. Down here. I think it's time to just, let's see, let's give her more of a butt. I don't think she has enough butt. Hey, mer girl, you need some more back on you. So here we go, a little bigger butt. Oh, there we go. That looks more like she's sitting. I appreciate you guys watching. It's really cool. And this is like such great therapy for me. And I'm going to throw some yellow in here to make it a little more green. I should probably scrape some off of the brush. And just kind of do it like that. I'm one of those people that blend on the canvas. A lot of people don't do that. They blend on the palette to make sure they have the perfect color first. But for me, I just do it this way. There's some more green. I still need a name for this painting. I'll have to think of one. Another thing too, when you're painting, you got to remember to not put your hand on the paint you just painted. Thomas, hello. Oh, hello, beautiful. Thank you. That's sweet of you. Makes me feel good. Where are you from? Oh, we got a bumpy butt. That's okay, because we're going to get a little shadow down there. Let's give her a little bit of sand. Now you can see I put some yellow when I mix the flesh tone, and I used yellow also in like the green here to make it a little more green than just, I don't know. I thought it just made it look better, but yellow is very important. Kelsey, if you're still there, have you been cooking? Or any more videos? I mean, I haven't seen any cooking videos. I started cooking again, but now I've got a new job. So I work that job 5 days a week, and then I work my old job 1 day a week. So I only get 1 day off, which is today. And I really enjoy having at least 1 day off. Okay, this brush, I don't think I've used it yet. Nope. Get a little bit of paint thinner on there. I'm putting paint thinner, just paint thinner down around here, because that's gonna make it so my paint isn't so, it'll spread a little better. Also, this linseed oil will help a lot. Do one more of that. Kind of spread that around. Kelsey. He will be streaming the new season tomorrow. Bolton. Oh, cool. So what's the new season gonna have in it? It's starting to get dark outside. We're having major storms earlier today. Some flooding from that tropical storm Debbie. And let's see, a little bit of blue. Oh, that's purple. I keep doing that. That's okay. I like purple. Add it to the blue. Add some white. You can see why I use a lot of white. A bit of red. What I'm shooting for right now is to make a nice sandy color. Put a little bit of that raw umber in here to darken it up a little bit. Now this one you haven't seen. Just get a new brush for that one. Here's a good brush. So now the raw umber, right here, I'll give it a little bit of white. And it's really dark looking, but once you add the white, you can see it looks almost like a black, gray black. This isn't acrylic or watercolor. This is actually oils. Artist 11 Design Studio, thank you for joining. I started like this here. I think I started with a watercolor pencils just to get it down, and I let it dry. And then after that, because oils is one of my favorite mediums, I just kind of, you know, it's good to get your picture there because sometimes you can lose your picture. I don't know why I picked purple. And my red is not the right kind of red. I need a more redder red. This is like way too pink. That'll fit the seahorse nice, but not what I need. So here we go to pick out one more color. Artist 11, what kind of medium is your favorite? Cadmium red, deep. There are so many different reds. This one is let's see, I've got alizarin crimson. That's more pink. This one is alizarin red, more pink, crimson. I'm trying to find like a medium kind of red. Vermilion, that's a good one, but not what I want. Orange scarlet. Right here, maybe it's in the bottom. I'm just like going through all these paint tubes. This one is scarlet. This one is also scarlet. I know I had a medium in here somewhere. Cadmium red light. Cadmium red medium is what I'm looking for. This is Carmen Deer. Carmen Deer. I have no clue. Deep. Oh, it's deep. But that looks like it might be a little more. I don't know. Let's find out. We'll try our scarlet. See, I don't paint enough to know my colors as good as I should. I try. And I want to do it more often, so I thought if I started streaming, then I might be able to be encouraged enough to do it more, you know, if I get a good response of this. It's hard to come out of your shell as an artist, because art is something so personal, and if somebody criticizes it, you know, it can crush you. Or you can ignore it. Depends on the person. I'm not going to be crushed, but I hate criticism is something that everyone has to learn to deal with. I take it all as constructive criticism, as long as I say it in a nice way, like, hey, you know, that this could be that or whatever, that's fine. But see, Lefty Lucy. I just gotta get my colors open. Ah, there it goes. Whoop, I think I got it. Yeah. Sticks. Okay. Hopefully it's the color I need. It's not very dark. That's okay. I'm going to mix that. It almost looks the same as the other red I'm using, which is Grumbacher red. Let's see here. I'm losing some of my light. This one is the Grumbacher, and this one is the Scarlet. Let's see what happens when I mix those colors. I don't know why. I try to separate my paints in categories. I think I need a bigger box. That's just one easy, quick way to do it. All right, hot water. Who's that? Thomas Collins. Run it under some hot water and then try it. Oh, that's a good idea. I could do that. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, listen to some music, Nate. Yeah. Well, Nate, if you go, that's okay. I just appreciate that you were here. And chop. Chop, chop. And for people listening that don't know what that is, it's a gamer thing with my son who streams live Apex Legends on YouTube. Let's see. Oh, that's better red. It's not quite as pink, I don't think. It's really hard to say. Add a little bit of blue. And once again, some more yellow. I'm going to steal it from my brush. Artist 11. Yeah, I'm Jank's mom. Do you play too? That's really awesome. I think I've seen you, your name on there before. I was going to ask you what kind of art you do, what your channel is. I should check it out. I'd love to check it out, actually. That would be really awesome. It's good for artists to like get together and help each other. Let's see, that one's got way too much of something on it. Oh, you follow him introduced through his streams. Oh, nice. And where do you live? You live in the States around here, or? I'm in Florida. Where was I? Oh, yes. A little blue, a little yellow. A lot of white. A bit more red. Bit more yellow. What I'm shooting for is a sand color. Actually, I can use some of this I did earlier. And then just a little bit dark with my raw umber. Let's see if that'll help. It's not very sandy looking. So Artist 11, he showed me your site because I created my own adult coloring book. I am in Cali. Oh, I love California. I just like watching art and new techniques. Oh, that's awesome. You created your own coloring book. I've got all these pictures and I've never been able to figure out how to just print up a color book. I'm adding yellow ochre. Yeah, I mean, that's amazing that you did that. Congratulations. Okay, I just got some yellow ochre. That's much more sandy color. And just yellow. What do you like to paint, Artist 11? And also, what kind of techniques do you use? And also, what's your favorite medium? I have so many questions myself. Love to talk art. Just something to really help relax. I'm not sure what that color was I used for that red shadowing. I really want to remember. Any suggestions? I mean, it's all in the artist's perspective, I suppose, so. A lot of paint on this brush. So I'm scraping up some of the oil paint because it's working its way up my brush and I don't want it to do that. And then I'll put it down here, or I can use it again later. And then I clean my brush off, or my stuff. I use a lot of paper towels and cloths, just kind of get extra paint off rather than cleaning them every time. And the cloths work really good because then you don't get fibers from the paper towel in your paint. I learned that when I took an oil painting class myself. When I lived in Seattle, I had a great artist teacher. Her name's Karen Lucas, and she is an amazing artist, and that's the first time I ever tried oil paints, and it was like amazing. I'm like, oh, this is so much smoother and I can blend it better and all this stuff. I was like, this is awesome. So I'm going to do some more sky. So I think I'm just going to pour a little more, what do you call this stuff? My medium. And white. Whoa, that's way too much medium. Huh. I just dumped a shit ton of medium. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you can see this. This is ridiculous. So much medium. Yeah, that's all right. There we go. Okay, and I wanted to do more blue, more sky blue. It's a teal and yellow. I'm getting another brush. You know, I'm going to use a lot of brushes today because I'm trying to keep clean. I have a fishbowl jar to keep brushes in. And I have some new brushes I haven't used yet. I'm trying to wait for my other pieces that are going to be more detailed before I use those. And here's a good brush. It's pink. I used red obviously on a white bristle brush, but I think that this would also be, you know, it's just stained, so it's not going to be pink on my canvas. It's just going to be like a blue, whatever color I put on it actually. Blue and white. Artist 11, I am indigenous. I am a painter, but my YouTube channel shows my pottery techniques. Oh, I love pottery. Artist 11, this is oil on wood. I'll show you. I found this actually at a craft store. And, you know, you just gesso it for a base, and then you do your, like, then I did my watercolor pencil. I find it's a really great way to cheat because I really like to get my picture down there and focus on painting it rather than just winging it. And sometimes I'll use a projector, like I'll have a picture on my phone or something, and I'll use a projector to transfer the picture. Oh, this is working great. I love this. Okay, I've got to remember that's purple. This blue color is amazing. I love it. Very pretty. And I am using, what type of blue am I using? I got it out somewhere. Oh, here it is. What was it? No, I couldn't get that one open. I think it was just a, I lost my blue. It was a pretty blue. Okay, so here we got, you know, you can make it darker or lighter. You just add more light, white or more blue. Here it's a little darker. And it's going to blend right back into my white. And I do use a lot of white, as you can see. It just seems like there's never enough white. It's good to know your colors, I think, because then you can really plan out. Yes, this is my big tube of white because I got tired of running out of white. So I got this huge, it's a Master's Touch oil is what I'm using. So pottery, that's really cool. Oh, you're back, Nate? Hey, thank you. You're awesome. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's getting, you know, it's good because you got to really put a lot of color down for, you know, to make it thicker, and you know, you don't want to see the wood behind it. You just want to see your painting. Now I got a little bit of red in here, so it's going to be a little purple, but that's okay. I like that. And as Bob Ross would say, it's a happy mistake. No, he'd say, what is it? A happy accident? Happy accidents. Bob Ross is a hero in painting. And I'm not going to try to get too close to her face with this big brush. I'm just going to use a tiny brush for that area. Seahorse. It's cool. Yeah, thanks. The sky's coming to life, Nathaniel. Thank you. I like that name. Tony has a cousin named Nate, actually, as well. He's pretty cool. Okay, I'm going to turn this around. I'm keeping this part not done because I got to touch it a lot. There we go. Let's get our skyline nice. And try not to touch the other area. And when it dries more, when I do her hair, it'll come down into that water area. So I might have to finish this particular painting another time, just because I want it to dry in between the oh, it's so pretty. I love blue and skies. A little bit of variances in the blues. I'm getting a lot of shadow. I apologize for that. What's that? Artist 11. I was checking out your line art drawings. Oh, thanks. Pretty unique and well done. Oh, love them. Thank you so much. Yeah, it was called Zentangle, and I newly discovered it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so fun and freeing, and you don't have to really plan anything. You just kind of, you know, go what you feel. And it was so nice to not even worry about, you know, planning out a picture. Like a couple of them, like my pineapple I did. I don't know if you can see that one, but my pineapple was pretty, I planned that out because I really wanted to do a pineapple one. And that was like really fun. And then I just kind of filled it in. I think I did the outline of the pineapple, and then I filled in all the little details after that. And I actually, my reference was a picture of a pineapple, like an actual pineapple. And it's funny, like in nature, things have patterns. Here, let's just fill that in a little bit more. And later I'll bring the sun down a little bit. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of pull it out sideways. Kind of like my lines to like be similar, like all in one direction. Nathaniel, you're pretty sure in some African culture it means gift from God. Well, that's wonderful. What is called gift from God? I like the sound of it, but I'm not sure what you're referring to exactly. So you got two brushes. I think I'll use this tinier one. Gift from God. Any gifts is wonderful. We need our gifts. We have enough stress in the world that it's nice to have a gift. Okay. Some sky around her face. I think we'll need a little more white for that as well. There's a lot of mixing involved in this coloring. Okay. Well, this is really tough. Got to get in there real tight. Keeping in mind that, hey, if you go over the lines, it's okay, because with paint, you can just change it however you want. And if you mess up, it doesn't matter, because you can just change it later. I always like my mermaids to have like a little friend, like an octopus or seahorse or a dolphin or something like that. It's kind of like, you know, a lot of people in real life, they have dogs or cats as pets. So why shouldn't a mermaid have a pet, right? Painstakingly. I can't even see that deeply. Cool. Nathaniel. Oh, your name? Nathaniel means gift from God. Oh! Oh, that's awesome. That's really cool. Do you consider yourself a gift from God? Artist 11, I love the pineapple drawing. Thank you. That is really cool. And then I did the octopus one. That was really fun too. That was a lot more intricate. Okay, I think we've got enough blue there. Nice. Okay. Now I'm kind of letting that dry a little bit, and it's pretty thick actually. But I'm gonna let her tail dry a little bit before I paint any details on it. Now I've got a little bit of blue on my brush still, and I'm just gonna kind of mix it in with the sand. So, you know, the waves come over the sand. And it gives it a little bit of a bluish color. Yeah. So what kind of pottery do you make? What's your favorite pottery, Artist 11? Oh, I just saw that. On my channel, I show how to create the coloring pages. Oh, okay. If interested, I am interested. It's a long process to create a book, but your drawings are unique and would be cool to color. Thank you. That's actually my goal. I have like, I don't know if you do, I have like an iPad, and I transfer them there so that I can print them, but I don't know like a good printing press or whatever to use to print them that's not like super expensive. And some of my painting or drawings I want them to be a little better than they are. When I look at it, and I don't know if you do, but I always see like, oh, this could be better here, or this line isn't just right, and you know, I want it to look professional. I'm going to add a little bit of my phthalo green mixture. I'm going to use a little bit of thinner. Phthalo green on the beach, on the sand. Because that is the color of the water. Well, Artist 11, I can't wait to check out your channel and see how you did your pages and That is really cool that you showed that too. A lot of us artists need, like you said, it's good to see other people's perspectives and like how they do their work or their take on things. Alright, so that's good enough for there. And let's do a little bit of, I think what I'll do is I'll mix my, what do you call this? Well, I don't want the raw umber, it's going to be really dark. Let's see, that sand color I found. Here it is, yellow ochre. Oh, I still have some there. Okay. I'm going to take some yellow ochre up here. And I'm making a new sand color, but I'm adding some burnt umber to make it darker. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, hold on. Artist 11. Well, I used Amazon KDP. Oh, I haven't heard of that. That's cool. This is a website that lets you have full control of your books. Oh, nice. Read on it, and maybe it's something you could do on your own. That's how I published my three coloring books. That is amazing. My camera's frozen. What? Hold on, let me tap it. What's going on? Uh-oh, my battery is dying. Let me plug that in. Was it still frozen, or is it working? I just gotta run get my charging cord for my phone. Usually I always like to edit. I edit my videos before I put them on my YouTube channel because I try to make them like as perfect as I can. And then it takes forever. Here we go. Whoops. Come back here. Oh, I have another flood watch until 8 p.m. here in Florida. I'm back? Okay, great. Woo. Happy days. Yeah, it's been storming here from that tropical storm Debbie. And it was starting, it's like quite a bit of flooding and stuff around. So I take some of this. Mix a teeny bit of red into it. That's nice. Okay. Artist Living, you're good. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Especially coming from another awesome artist. So she's got a shadow. I like this red. A lot of times I only use like a few colors in my paintings, but I'm finding that the more color I use, the more interesting it looks. And you're like, oh, how did I, that looks really great, but it looks like it's kind of like one color, but really you're using a lot of colors, so it makes your painting look more in depth and 3D and realistic, I guess. This is such a tiny brush. I forgot this is the brush I was using for there, and now I'm using it for shadowing. I'll just scrape this off. And then I'll use a bigger brush. Do I have a sand brush? Yep, that'll work. Well, when I'm done streaming here, Artist 11, I'll check out your channel. I'm so excited to see how you do your things. Starting to glob up my paint. I always wanted to do pottery too. I did it one time, and I was like, oh, I love it, because you got freedom and you're actually making something instead of just painting a picture. So I find that's really awesome as well. Your tail keeps getting smaller. I'm gonna, I don't know, can you see my paper towel here? Scoot this over. I have this paper towel that I just wipe off the extra paint. And I kind of want to smooth that out, but I don't want it too flat. So if I can get enough paint off. And this brush is really kind of a hard brush, and I need a smoother, softer brush for that. So let's see, what else do I have here? Now this is a dry brush. I haven't put any paint on it yet. Let's get a little closer here. I'm gonna get a little bit of this sandy color on it. I'm just gonna kind of go whoosh. Of depth. You know, it's been exciting. I've had a whole 3 people watching me this whole time. Love it. You know, for my second live video, I think that's pretty good. If you could like and subscribe if you haven't already, I'd appreciate that. Let's get our little more red in there. It kind of darkens it up a little bit actually too. Now my brush is no longer a dry brush. Let me kind of clean that up. I think this is coming along fine. This is really nice. And sometimes you just don't plan things out. You just kind of just do what you feel, and I'm like, oh, this needs a little bit more action in the sand. It's just one color. just going to go with that for now. Nathan, this stream is so chill. I think maybe better than Jang. Well, don't tell Jang that. I am like, yeah, I think that's why Jang is so exciting and fun, and he's vibrant and he's out there, and I think that with my personality, maybe it kind of balances it out a little bit, because he's got so much personality, and it's just like, hey dude, mom's mellow. For real. Nathan, Jang loves when people take me as a viewer. Aw, yeah. I mean, he's like, he's pretty cool. He can be mellow too sometimes, but sometimes when he's mellow, he's like so mellow that it's like he's not even there. Artist 11 and Nate, I think it's cool that you guys are talking to each other. That is very awesome. And I won't tell him anything. I won't remember it anyway, so. Just for fun, to finish this off for now, I'm going to put a little bit of, maybe a little bit of eyes on my poor little mermaid here. Now, face is so difficult because, especially this tiny one, so I'm going to try not to focus too much on the detail. Just give her a little bit of let's see, how can I make her face just a little bit shadowier, but not too shadowier? Yeah, I just like to kind of like listen to music and paint. And when you focus on art, it is like, you don't really think about all this other stuff in your life that's going on. It's just kind of like, just get so focused on what you're doing that all the other stuff in your life just doesn't even matter. You know, just at the time, you know. So it's nice to take a break from your thoughts of life and work, family, whatever it is, and just not think about anything like that. Just deal with your own creativity. Yeah, when Jang lived here with me for a while in Florida here, he would get so loud. Like, couldn't even like, I was talking on the phone in another room with the door shut, and he was still so loud I could barely hear. He's hilarious. Nate, once when Jang meditated, he was so mellow, it was like he was on Morona. Huh, I don't know what that is, but what is Morona? Artist 11, the layering of the paint is coming out nice. Thank you. Yeah, just trying to get it to be a little more 3D. And just put a little bit of maybe some shadow underneath her chin. And a little on her tum-tum. And the next time I stream, I'm going to give her some detail in her tail, some fins flowing. Her hair will be going out. It's going to be like really, you know, finishing up a painting. If I did that today, I would be here like, you know, for quite a time. And I do have to work tomorrow. And I have to use my alarm clock now to get up, which is ugh. I don't like it. I don't like waking up to an alarm. Oh, let's see. Nate, it's basically a drug that makes you chill out so much. I like chill drugs. Those are cool. Nate, and I can't wait for next stream. Oh, yay. Just putting a little bit of shadowing in here. Yeah, it's going to be nice. I'm going to use a little more color, hopefully be a little more prepared. Oops, that's a lot of paint there. Let's kind of like mellow that out. I do turn my canvases a lot. It helps to get the right angles. And she doesn't have a mouth yet, but I'm not going to do that this time. I just want to give her little eyeballs. And we'll also get that seahorse fish. It's going to be awesome. So I think I'm going to call it a day for now. Well, okay, wait, one more thing. My little skin color here. Kind of mellow that out just a little more. And her neck. Sweet. Yeah. Artist, I'm sorry, do you stream from your phone or the computer? It's pretty clear. Actually, I'm streaming from my cell phone. And yeah, I don't really know how to stream from my computer yet. Actually, I need a new one. My laptop's so old, and I don't have like a regular desktop computer. I might get it. I might get one eventually, if it helps with the streams. How about you, Artist 11? What do you use? Your phone or your computer? This is going to be nice when it's done. I'm excited. I can't wait actually to see my own pictures when they're done sometimes. Sometimes I get frustrated, like, oh, it looks like crap. But you just got to push through it. Because, like, it might look like crap to you, but other people are like, oh, I think it looks amazing. Yeah, this will be nice. Maybe I should give her a little bit, oh, my hand's getting so oily, a little bit of shadow under her hand since I'm here. And I'll try to stream again tomorrow, just because I don't want to have to change all my paint colors out. And remake them and waste paint. I do that a lot. Okay. And see why I like oils. It's hard to quit. Okay, I love this stream and chop. Thanks, Nate, and chop back. Chop, chop. Artist 11, I didn't know we could stream with less than 1,000 subscribers. Oh yeah, you can. Like this is the second time I've streamed, And I don't even know if my subscribers know I'm streaming, because it was just all of a sudden, hey, I think I'm going to stream. And you might not have anybody that's subscribed to you. I think the 1,000 subscribers might be like when you start making money or something like that. Where was I? Oh, yeah. To make money, you need a certain amount of subscribers, but you can just stream. Like I said, it's very therapeutic. And it gets easy to overdo it. Okay, I like it the way it is. Let's call this a day. And we can finish this up. Like, this new job is, when I get home, I'm so tired that I just fall asleep. I've had it for like a month, and I'm not used to the hours. But I'm so tired when I get home that I just fall asleep. So I'm going to try really hard to stay awake and stream tomorrow again, because I've enjoyed this so much with you guys, and just kind of, you know, it makes me calm down. You know, when you're living your life every day, you can get so stressed out and over things people say, especially if you're like an empath. I'm a very strong empath, and I feel other people's emotions and feelings, and I know, sometimes I even know what they're thinking, and I have to like turn it all off. And when I paint, I turn everything off except for this. So thank you again for watching me. Let's see, it's a little crooked here. And you guys have been so great and so nice. And Artist 11, let's see, what's it say? It did show up on my end. It recommended it. Oh, sweet. And my YouTube recommended you to watch live. Oh, that's awesome, Artist 11. That is so awesome. Thank you so much. All right. Well, I'm going to say goodnight, guys. Chop. And see you next time. Chop, chop.